Yeah, and so Bonita was kind enough to volunteer. She's one of our graduates who also is a very successful practitioner herself. Um, and so if you look at these turbulent times and all the discomfort we have with what's going on in the world, I think just about all of us feel like it would be useful to find out a little more how we're feeling about things. Does that make sense to you, Bonita?
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, well, I don't need to talk. We could go into that for a while. Um, and it's interesting because holding on, if we hold on to those things that are troubling us, it's draining our energy. Like I was saying, fear, anxiety, whatever it is. And when you don't know what it is, that's extremely frustrating in itself. So finding out where that came from, I think is a real gift. I think when we were developing the spiritual kinesiology system, that was one of the things that really drew me to it because sometimes I could feel, and I still do have times when I feel something's not right here and I'm stuck. It's not working. Um, and I don't know what it is. And we referred to the unconscious before too. The unconscious is so unconscious, it's unconscious. And I think all of us think, well, gee, I've gotten past that surely by now. And then the next thing comes up. so, 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 Bonita, would you like to say anything else before I test to find out where there's a block that we might be able to release for you?
It's just always interesting the things that are hiding.
Right. It is. And one thing about that, I'm glad you mentioned it, is especially at the beginning, we think we're going to find something bad about ourselves. Like we're afraid to look often because we think, whoa, no, I don't want to see. But it's never that. The illusion and what we're into in society is that there's something wrong with us. And the truth is that, well, if you look at that example, from the client just that I mentioned, we think there's something wrong when actually everything is right. we just don't know it. And that's what we're learning is what's right about us. So I'm just going to go ahead. I have actually a choice of 3 checklists here. One of them is the one that I ended up using with that client, which identifies where it is in your energy system. Another one is, and we call that current lessons checklist. Then we have the basic checklist, which identifies different areas of life, your inner world and your outer world that might be affecting you. Like if you focus on, for some people, it might be something having to do with their age that's bothering them. There are just so many different things. So I'm going to just use kinesiology here to identify which of these checklists. The other one is called the deepening checklist. So to identify which of these three, and
So Jane is figuring out what to
yeah, I'm just
how to proceed.
testing on this checklist.
So she's doing her own testing to find out where to go with Bonita. That's what's happening right now. These checklists, which we've came up with, are very effective to determine where to go.
Right. And this is it's, as was in the example earlier, it just clues. Like it's something having to do with something and then it would be Bonita would tell me if there's anything there or not related to that. So what I'm getting with it is that there's something related to your expression, your ability to express yourself, where you feel your power is not coming through, or where it seems like the power that's available is not coming through. Does that make any sense or relate to anything?
Yeah, because I just found a place that I needed to work, and what came up was being unable to assert one's will.
Oh
So
boy. Okay, that's exact.
haven't done it yet. Apparently, I was waiting for you.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yep, there you go.
So, and that is in relation to
Oh, probably a lot of different areas.
just in well, the fifth chakra has to do with communicating in your, and I
Right.
know you're like us, you're a communicator. So could it have to do with communication?
Oh, well, sure, because I'm sure I could communicate better or
Mm-hmm.
more
Mm-hmm.
succinctly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and
Anything,
and, and to who
any,
I communicate with.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that relates to anything in the outer world or if you feel like that's more internal to you, or I know these are turbulent times and sometimes it's like we feel powerless against all of the forces that are outside of us.
Yeah, and then it affects what you say and to who you say it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I might not be expressing my full self.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering,
So
Bonita, if there's a particular situation or a particular something you're thinking about, you said about exerting your will, expressing yourself. Is there something that's coming to mind specific to that?
Just putting myself out in the world,
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
opening up my world as far as business and clients and my reach, and not
Mm-hmm.
holding myself back because of fear of this turbulence coming into my
Mm-hmm.
person, into my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how strong is that fear?
I'd say it's an 8
Mm-hmm. And where do you feel that in your body?
in my gut.
Mm-hmm. Right. So we're talking solar plexus,
Yeah, it's
which
like
is what, yeah,
clenches.
right. Yeah. And what you're experiencing there is tightness. What is it?
Yeah,
What does it feel like?
tightness,
Mm-hmm.
anxiety,
Mm-hmm. Anxious about
whatever.
about life.
Yeah,
Okay, so how strong is that tightness and anxiety?
I'd say the tightness is a 7. Anxiety, probably a 7 also.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else coming to mind? Anything that you're noticing
Yeah, I have a fence up in front of me.
to protect yourself?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, from things coming
Mm-hmm.
in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's interesting because I hadn't noticed that before.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Not that it not it's wonderful that you noticed it. Not that it's there. But these are the things that's what we want is to be able to bring it out into the open where we can address it. Because if it's not in the open, then it's just hiding somewhere. And it doesn't go away.
Hmm.
I think people try to, it's like you have a piece of trash and they try to throw it behind themselves as if it's going to disappear. But it doesn't.
Right.
We, there's a trash collector inside you that collects it and saves it, saves it for
Hmm.
later. Yeah. Okay. So I think Philip was going to, if that's okay
Okay.
with you,
Yeah.
work with you with the healing.
Sure.
So there was that fear of getting out there that something may happen if you get out there. Do you have any sense of the concern, what might happen? And a lot of this is sort of an imagination, but there can be drawn from other, previous early experiences or past lives.
Well, yes, I believe it's related to my dad.
Yes.
Um, so um, I found out that I don't see how I want to say this. He didn't want himself exposed because he had done something that hurt
Hmm.
people.
Hmm.
And I see that I picked that up as a fear
Hmm.
of being exposed.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So your
Mm-hmm.
father had this protective thing about, something he would get, have some kind of negative consequence that
Well, it
people.
did. He was found out after 10 years,
Okay.
and And I can see that his personal world kind of crashed until he could, find his footing, I
Yeah.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that is so much the truth. The things that like, maybe for his life and what he was learning, that was one thing, but you as a young innocent child picking up all this stuff, then you have it and you didn't do anything to have to be afraid of exposure. At least
Well,
that's one level to it.
right. But I wasn't even born at the time it happened, but I was
Right.
born kind of right after that.
Yeah, you picked up his energy though, and his
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's
absolutely.
yeah, makes
Mm-hmm.
And it
total
only
sense.
took me 20 years to realize that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you wonder, but that's the way we are. So that's why this is so powerful to get clear on this. And then, like we're about to do, clear it with the reframing and anchoring from your soul. So you mentioned several emotions. We go with the strongest. You mentioned fear. Was that the strongest emotion you're feeling, or you mentioned being anxious also?
I'm
And
going to say that oh gosh, they're really t closely related.
mhm.
I'm going to go with anxiety is the strongest.
Okay, 1 out of 10, 10 highest. What would you give it?
A 7.
Okay, all right. So, and you were feeling that, did you say in your solar plexus? Is that where? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the reframing, that's we're going to reframe as this process is called and anchor it and then go to we call it also the apex process because you go to a high transcendent place that we're about to do. And since Bonita has taken our trainings, she has different soul connections. We teach different ways to do it. Uh, I'll just ask her, since I know she already knows this and practices it, what is the way you like to soul connect or would like to do that now?
I think that just the mountaintop.
Going to a higher place, transcendent
Mhm.
place. Okay.
Yeah.
So imagine yourself rising up to a beautiful mountaintop as your body relaxes more and more and you connect to this mountaintop. And maybe you've been there before, maybe it looks new today. Maybe there's some of the beautiful sights and sounds and feelings all around and resources, maybe support networks, higher beings, your soul is there. And as you get more and more connected to your soulful mountaintop, Bonita, can you share what that's like for you today?
Well, I'm up above the mountaintop.
Okay,
I am
that
on
sounds good.
like a platform in the cosmos, like a
Wow. Okay.
circular platform in the cosmos.
Okay. And what's it like being there?
It's very peaceful.
Yes.
It's dark. I can see
Mm-hmm.
stars.
Mm-hmm. And there is a resource there for you to help that part of you that feels very anxious. So what would be a good resource to bring from that beautiful cosmic platform with all the peace and stars and everything?
A star is falling down into my hands.
Yes.
It just feels like love and kindness.
Yes. Okay. So that wonderful star, would you like to share that energy with the star from that soulful place to that part that has been feeling anxious?
Yes.
You can send her that starful, soulful energy in the right way for you now and let me know when that happens and what's occurring.
I'm holding it to my heart,
Hmm.
and that love is just filling my body and her body, that little girl
Hmm.
that grew up
Hmm.
with all of that and
Yes.
didn't know it.
How old is the girl?
3.
Wow. Okay. How's she receiving all this?
She's clutching the star as well and just smiling
Yeah.
like it's a teddy bear.
Beautiful. Okay. Knowing that you're there with her, do you want to share a message, or is there a soulful message there for her?
I just tell her that we turned out okay,
Mm,
that we have great things to do,
mhm.
and that she's loved.
Yes.
And I just had a flash of royal blue in my inner sight, which is usually to me means that spirit's around.
Hmm. How's she doing now?
She seems very peaceful and content.
Great. Okay. So we'll call this a moment of closure here, and knowing you can always return and continue the dialogue and go forward, helping your beautiful little inner child there and using the peace and all that star energy for you. It's all there for you. And I'll
The
count.
energy is really strong.
Yes, it is. I can
Good.
feel it too. Great. Ready to come back. 1, 2, I'll count you up to 5. 3, removing anything you don't want. 4, returning when you do want. And 5, remembering this as you come back, feeling very peaceful with the great things you're here to do and all the love.
Wow,
I was going to ask, how does that feel now?
feels really good. That energy was so strong.
Yes, it was.
Wow. Wow. I say wow.
That was a wow. And and,
Right.
and just quickly, and maybe Jane wants to follow up with just a that was the healing part, and we teach coaching and healing because you need the two. You need both the feminine and masculine to be fully effective. Um, that idea of being unable to exert your will, you talked about that earlier.
Mhm, mhm.
Have you
How do you
noticed
feel about that now?
how's that occurring now? Right.
It feels like a good start and just something that I need to, I want to say process, but it's not process. It's that action step of taking it,
Right.
Hmm.
of putting my will out there.
Yeah.
Right.
And it
That's
is a
Yeah.
process, yeah, and it takes time, and that's why these things, although they're very profound and can have life-changing shifts, sometimes as like this might be, and we experience a lot in our classes. Um, there's a lot to these things, and they have a lot of connections.
Right. And it is, we clear things and then we have to integrate them. But if just out of curiosity, the fear was at an 8 before, where is that now?
Probably a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's a little more to process further when there's time. You may want to follow up on that, but because of our time
Well,
today.
and we can do something with that probably too very quickly. But the anxiety was 7, where is that now?
That's gone.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. And the tightness in your solar plexus?
Probably a 1.
Mm-hmm. And the wall or the fence?
The fence.
Well, there's a gate. There's a gate now.
There's a gate
Fence
now.
became a gate. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful transformation.
So I
Do you
guess
want to go through it?
yeah, I guess it's my
You
choice.
might as
So
well.
Yeah, it's open.
So,
I flung it open and we're walking down a new path.
who's we?
Me and my 3-year-old.
Uh-huh. So how's
Yeah.
that for her walking down a new path?
She's skipping.
Mm-hmm. It makes me think, when the inner child is healed, she can become even like a teacher.
Mhm.
Because when we have that childlike wonder, if you see yourself moving forward with her, just how does that feel for you with just your experience of life?
It feels joyful
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to have that
Wonderful.
innocence, but to know what you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. So the combination of the two is it's like a marriage made in heaven kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So where's the fear now? Just out of curiosity.
One,
Right. So very little.
very
And if
little.
you wanted, I mean, if you want, we could do a quick floor to ceiling eye roll.
Sure.
And we use that often. It's from EFT. You start by tapping here so she can tap and with her head straight ahead, and then just starting with her gaze at the floor, gradually raising your gaze up to the ceiling, just slowly. And then when you get there, nice breath, and you can stop tapping and let me know what you sense with that now, with the fear.
It has been replaced by hope and excitement.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah,
Great.
wonderful.
That's a beautiful transformation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think you have a great image of yourself walking with that child, and all the magic and joy and
yeah,
skipping. You don't have to skip if you don't want, but
yeah,
or you can.
I
yeah,
don't think I could skip for long, but
Right.
yeah,
She can skip circles around you.
yes, she could.
yeah. Eh, Yeah, thanks
So
for
does
Bonita for volunteering. That was great.
does
Well,
that
thank you
feel
very much.
complete?
Yeah, it feels great. Thank you,
Good.
Jane.
Yeah, that
Wonderful.
was beautiful. Pretty amazing. Part of our spiritual kinesiology system, the Apex process. That's included in our spiritual coach and healing program. And that's available to you. And if it resonates, we suggest starting with our free quiz to find out where you are on your spiritual journey, and just go to gettingthrough.org/quiz, gettingthru.org/quiz.